there. This is Statlander, and welcome to the Justine Time Post Show. It is Friday, July 21st, 2023, and tonight I will be talking about both Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage. Let's kick things off with everybody's favorite Friday night show, Friday Night SmackDown. Let's talk about these rules of engagement between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. So, as you guys remember, Jey Uso issued a challenge to Roman Reigns. And so they both come out, and Roman asks Jey if he still wants to do this, and Jey says that he still wants to, and that Reigns is making him do this because Jimmy's in the hospital and he has to get him. Roman says that Jey isn't going to get this, and he calls him a soldier, a pawn in this game. And so, Jey rips the contract, and he says they don't need a contract because it's in the blood. And so Roman starts asking Jey if the elders know about this. Jey says that it was the idea tribal combat. So we're basically going to have a tribal combat match, which, by the way it's being described, is basically a no DQ match. And Jey says that he's going to take the slipper from the lady in the front row and hit Roman with it, and he laughs. So it seems like Roman broke character a bit. And so Roman tells the crowd to shut their mouths because they're just making a ruckus. And so then Roman sets his title and his necklace on the table and they shake hands. And then Solo throws the table, and this is interesting. Roman stops him from Samoan spiking Jey, and Jey super kicks Solo. So I wonder if this is the start of Solo Sikoa eventually turning on Roman Reigns. But what did you guys think of this segment? Are you guys looking forward to this tribal combat match? Since it's basically a no DQ match, that means that, maybe, I know they said Jimmy's going to be out indefinitely, but who knows? I'm pretty sure this is going to be a really good match, and I cannot wait for it. But I don't think Jey Uso's winning this. There's no way Jey Uso's going to be Roman now. But does Solo Sikoa turn on Roman at SummerSlam, or is he still going to be in his corner? I guess we got to wait and see. But this tribal combat match should be interesting, and I cannot wait for it. AEW is coming to my hometown of Grand Rapids. Oh, nice. Have fun. Are you going to go? So. Okay. So Friday Night SmackDown kicked off with a fatal 4-way match. It was Rey Mysterio versus Sheamus versus Cameron Grimes. Oh, cool. Have fun. Versus LA Knight. Yeah. And the winner of this match would face Santos Escobar next week to determine who faces Austin Theory at SummerSlam for that US title. Now, this match was not a bad match. I really like the double 10 beats to the Baron that Rey Mysterio did to Cameron Grimes and that Sheamus did to LA Knight. Yeah. And of course, Austin Theory was at ringside. He was watching this. So there was this one spot where Rey Mysterio sent Cameron Grimes into the chair that Theory was sitting on. So Theory took offense to this. And I have to say, a really cool spot also was when LA Knight caught Sheamus mid-air. And then Rey Mysterio did a double 619 to Cameron Grimes and Sheamus. Now, like I said, Theory took offense to the fact that Rey Mysterio threw Cameron Grimes into him. So as Rey Mysterio was pinning, I believe it was Cameron Grimes, Austin Theory dragged him out of the ring and sent him into the steel steps. Another spot that I liked about this was this powerbomb that Sheamus ended up doing to Cameron Grimes, Rey Mysterio, and LA Knight. So Santos Escobar came out and he chased Austin Theory away. And you had LA Knight doing an elbow to Cameron Grimes. But you know who won this match? You really want to know who won? Rey Mysterio won this match. Yeah, he won this match. And to me, it made absolutely no sense because, LA Knight, yeah, is over. He's so freaking over. I don't understand why they're not capitalizing on him. He was left off WrestleMania no matter how hard he tried. He didn't win at Money in the Bank. Not to mention, if you go back to the beginning of the year, he lost his feud with Bray Wyatt. I honestly feel like WWE is doing this on purpose Like, they keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna push LA Knight after WrestleMania." That didn't happen. We're gonna push LA Knight after Money in the Bank. That didn't happen. And now they're saying that his push is gonna start after SummerSlam. They keep saying that, but they keep stalling it. You wanna know what? I think, in my personal opinion, I think they're trying to derail LA Knight's momentum because he got over on his own. And because they're not striking while the iron is hot. Like, what are they gonna do? Wait till next year to push LA Knight? Like, this was his match. He should be facing Austin Theory at SummerSlam. And at this point, it's like we got 2 weeks to go till SummerSlam. So you're gonna leave Austin Theory. You're gonna leave LA Knight off the card like you did at WrestleMania. It makes absolutely no sense to me. LA Knight should have won this match because now you got Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. Granted, you could do a whole teacher versus student, mentor versus student. I guess that's what they're going for. But then after this was over, Austin Theory approached Adam Pearce and asked for a match tonight against Santos Escobar. And at first, Adam Pearce was saying, "Oh, he should put the title on the line," but Austin Theory didn't want to. So I'm gonna skip ahead for a bit. Later on in the night, we get Austin Theory versus Santos Escobar, and Santos Escobar is victorious after he hit the running knee to Austin Theory, followed by the Phantom Driver. And now it's like, you guys know that if you win before your match, you lose your match. Does that mean he's going to lose to Rey Mysterio? Are we going to have Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory for the United States title? Like, what do you guys think is going to happen here? I'm not mad that Santos Escobar won his match. I was just thought it was going to be Santos Escobar versus LA Knight. But I guess you're trying to tell a story with Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. So if anybody should win that match, it should be Santos Escobar. And what the hell are Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro? But that's just me. That's just my opinion. You guys can feel free to disagree with me if you want. But that match should have been won by LA Knight. Yeah. So next we get Iyo Sky versus Charlotte, which is not a bad match. I actually kind of enjoyed this match. But there seemed to be like a botch in this match. Like, it seemed like when Iyo Sky did the Hurricanrana on the outside to Charlotte, she kind of didn't get enough momentum. And so Charlotte basically flipped herself over. So Bayley was on commentary for this match, but then Shotzi appeared on the Titantron and called out to Bayley. And so Bayley ended up leaving poor Iyo Sky alone in there with Charlotte. So Charlotte is victorious after she hit the natural selection, and then Asuka came out and attacked Charlotte with an armbar. And as we know now at SummerSlam, it's going to be a triple threat match. It's going to be Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca Belair for her title. Okay. And then, like, they go backstage, and Bayley finds her suitcase with a picture of herself with scissors to it. And so she freaks out, and she and Iyo Sky leave. So we get a Dominik Mysterio backstage interview, and he said that he was there because he really wanted to show his deadbeat dad what a real champion looks like. He's a champion of North America and 23 other countries. And then Butch approaches Dominik and challenges him to a match, and HBK makes the match official. But you could tell during this that he struggled to say Butch instead of Pete Dunne. Like, it looked like he was going to say Pete Dunne, and then he had to, like, say Butch. So at least it gave us some type of an explanation as to why Dominik Mysterio was here, since, they're technically on Raw. And they were in Orlando, which is a home of NXT. So that explains why so many NXT superstars were in attendance. The Cavalier Twins, Tiffany Stratton, Wesley, Dragon Lee, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes. They were all in attendance during this. So we get the NXT North American title match. It's Dominik Mysterio versus Butch. This was, a decent match. I think one of my favorite moments came from what happened on the outside. It wasn't in the match, but you guys know Elton Prince hurt his arm, right? He separated his shoulder. Tell me why Pretty Deadly, like Kit Wilson, came to the ring pushing Elton Prince in a wheelchair when homie separated his shoulder, not his leg. I thought that was the most hilarious thing ever. But of course, thanks to Rhea's involvement, Dominik Mysterio retains his title here. And this was the main event of SmackDown because after this, we got the Rules of Engagement match. The Rules of Engagement between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. So I thought overall SmackDown was alright. I thought the matches were decent. You thought that was stupid how Pretty Deadly came out like that? I mean, could have been worse. The matches weren't bad. I guess I'm just a little sour over the fact that LA Knight didn't win, but I didn't think tonight's SmackDown was too bad. So I'm gonna be generous, and give it 2 out of 10. SmackDown was awful. It was all right. Just my one sour grape here, my one complaint is the fact that LA Knight did not win the 4-way match. So I'm gonna give it, probably 6 out of 10. It was okay. It wasn't too bad. But with that concludes SmackDown. So now let's talk about AEW Royal Rampage, which kicked off with the Royal Rampage match. And there was a lot was happening in this match. Chris Jericho was on commentary, and Chris Jericho on commentary is just hilarious. So let me see. What does it say here? I hate how LA Knight didn't win. Rey will be Santos next week, and Theory will retain his title. Well, why you gotta put that evil out there, Ricky Bobby? I wouldn't mind so much. It's not that I don't mind the match. Like, it's just since Santos Escobar won tonight, it kind of makes me think that he's going to lose to Rey Mysterio, and then, like you said, what happened. But I really hope that's not the case. I do hope Santos Escobar does win and he goes on to face Austin Theory. Whether he wins or loses, I don't know. That's up for debate. But I really hope Santos Escobar is the one that wins it. So, because if Rey Mysterio wins, don't get me wrong, I love Rey Mysterio, but I'm going to feel some type of way. Typical Vince McMahon booking, yeah? Definitely. Okay. So with the Royal Rampage Battle Royal, Jay Lethal at one spot tried to offer his hand to Minoru Suzuki during this. Ethan Page eliminated Jay Lethal. The one spot that I did like was you had Minoru Suzuki trying to do an ankle lock on Ethan Page while Jay Lethal was trying to eliminate him from this match. So I did my best to try to keep up with all the eliminations. But at one point, the Gates of Agony eliminated both the Butcher and the Blade. Darby Allin took a beating during this match. Vince always knows what the fans want. Yeah, he got just targeted. Everybody went after Darby during this match. And Swerve Strickland eliminated Big Bill, who was trying to eliminate Nick Wayne. So that was interesting. And then he helped Nick Wayne eliminate Brian Cage. I don't know if that was accidental or he did that on purpose. But the final two end up being Darby Allin and Swerve Strickland. And there was this one spot where they all knew Darby would be the guy to win. That's probably why they went after poor Darby Allin here. So you guys know Darby Allin has a skateboard. Prince Nana hit Darby Allin in the back with his own skateboard, and then he got powerbombed onto that skateboard. So there's this one spot where Swerve Strickland is hanging out on the ring apron, and then because Darby Allin does a tope and knocks him down, Darby Allin is victorious. He's going to get a shot at the TNT title. Him should be interesting. See, hopefully they don't hot potato the TNT title. Next, we get a trios match. It's the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass versus QT Marshall, which, I thought was a fun little match here. And, of course, Daddy Ass and the Acclaimed are victorious. I guess if I had a favorite spot in this match was when QTV attempted to do a Scissor Meet Timbers match in here. But Anthony Bowen said Saturday night will be the rise to the top of they'll get it right to the top of the trios division. Back to Darby in the TNT picture again. I smell another hot potato. I really hope they don't hot potato that title. Seriously. And the main event ended up being Kris Statlander versus Marina Shafir for the TBS Championship match. I knew this match was going to be short just based on the fact of how much time was left. This was an okay match, you know. Of course, Kris Statlander was victorious in this, so she successfully retained her TBS Championship. And you know, Rampage, the Royal Rampage Battle Royal was pretty fun, but this was just your run of the mill Rampage, and I it wasn't too bad. It's just nothing major happened. So I'm gonna also be generous. And see, it says might as well call it the TNT 24/7 title these days. That's funny. It says, my God, main event was boring, so typical because of Shafir. 5 out of 10 for Rampage, better than SmackDown. I like the new layout. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I did like Rampage a little bit better than SmackDown. That tends to be the case not these time nowadays. But yeah, I'm also gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It was a decent show. Just run of the mill. Alrighty then. Well, that concludes this review. Thank you guys all so much for watching and for the continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And with hashtag Power Month coming in August, you know, in case you don't know what Power Month is, it is a celebration of Power Rangers. Power Rangers is having their 30th anniversary in August, so I'm going to be releasing some cool Power Rangers content. So again, make sure you hit that bell so you get notified when I drop that content or when I go live. And I don't know if I'll review Collision tomorrow, so if I don't see you tomorrow for Collision, I definitely will see you Monday after Raw. Bye.